Hi guys, happy Sunday with Satan. So, today, you guys probably, if you live on the East Coast, you are probably waking up to see the world's largest Ouija. So, it's seriously incredible. It is so incredible. I woke up to see that and it was in Ripley's Believe It or Not. Rick, you are amazing. That is incredible. The world's largest Ouija. So, Karen, oh my god, I seen you out there in the planchette working with them, helping them put it together and assemble it. That was really amazing. So, alright, now it's been called the world's largest Ouija board, and it's about to descend on Salem. So this is actually in Salem, Massachusetts. So, alright, it says we're going to invade Salem, Massachusetts, the place that inspired me to collect Ouija boards back in 1992. And that would be Rick. Rick Shrek. Amazing. Incredible. So, it basically just gives you a little bit of info on it, and this is actually the Boston.com. So, and this is by Adriana McNeil. So, whose spirit will be summoned with the help of what's being touted as the world's largest Ouija board? Those visiting Salem on Saturday are about to find out. So yes, there was people everywhere yesterday on that board. A wedding couple? Did they get married on there? That looked pretty interesting. They looked like they were married. They got married on the Ouija. That would be awesome. I would totally do that. Alright, so it was dubbed Ouijazilla. I love that. The fully functional board. It's a fully functional board. So, was created by New Jersey-based tattoo artist Rick Shrek, who also serves as the vice president of the Talking Board Historical Society, which is incredible. So, the colossal wooden board, which can be separated into pieces for easier transportation, was loaded onto a truck to make the trek to Salem, where it will make its spirited debut at 1 p.m. at the Salem Common. That is amazing. You can actually YouTube this. It is incredible. So, the board reportedly weighs 9,000 pounds. 9,000 pound Ouija board. That's a die and go to heaven. That's about 4.5 tons for those doing the math. So Shrek said in a video on the Historical Society's Facebook page, it's long enough that 5 18-wheel trucks could park atop it, according to the organization's website. Oh my god. 5 18-wheeler trucks that you can park on top of it. 5. You're amazing. Amazing, Rick. Why am I fuzzy? So today is Ouija Day. Alright, so the planchette, the part of the board that moves when people place their hands on it, stretches 15.5 feet and weighs 400 pounds. 400 pounds? Wow. Shrek said in an interview with Talking Board Historical Society's director, Karen Dahlman. Hi Karen, love you. The board that I used actually to replicate in the 1998 board for Hasbro. Shrek said the glow-in-the-dark board. That's my favorite. Ouijazilla is big enough to put I think 2,300 of those boards on top of it. Wow. So while the planchette is large enough for Shrek to actually stand in the customary hole in the middle, there's a photo of him doing just that. People will stand around the planchette to move it. Shrek said he installed foam bumpers along the edge for a more comfortable grip. I am like at a loss. So there is the planchette. And there's Rick in the planchette. How amazing. That is seriously amazing. So Rick says that he's been working on the board for over a year. The Society's website says, just for the paint itself, the black paint, which goes miles, that paint goes forever. It's probably about 20 quarts. Wow, he said in a separate interview with Dahlman, 20 quarts of black enamel, and I don't even know how many gallons of deck stain to stain this thing. Wow, a self-professed Ouija maniac. Aren't we all in the Ouija community? I mean, that's amazing. Shrek said in the Facebook video that along with collecting boards, he also made other ones. He's used old church pews or antique embalming tables. Oh wow. Ooh, That would be neat. So he also made a bed of nails with a Ouija board underneath. So we are going to invade Salem, Massachusetts, the place that inspired me to collect Ouija boards back in 1992, he said. How amazing. How amazing. I mean, it's the biggest board in the entire world. It's made it to Ripley's Believe It or Not. It's going to be on the news. I don't know if it's going to be on our news. I hope it is. I really do, because I really want to see that be on the news. That's just newsworthy. That's real good stuff. But yeah, wow, I am blown away. You guys are amazing. The Talking Board Historical Society has always been amazing. So, alright, but yes, that's amazing. I'm so excited. I woke up and I was tagged in it. The videos, and all these people, you know, they're freaking out because, you know, it's going to obviously open a portal to hell, which will never ever happen, I guarantee you that. And anybody that tells you any different, don't even listen to that, because it's not true. So, alright, I kind of wanted to go into maybe a little more of some of the Warrens files. I know, I'm getting ridiculous with this, aren't I? Yeah, I am. But there's a few that I want to get into. So, the trial of Arnie Cheyenne Johnson. This is very interesting. So, the trial of Arnie Cheyenne Johnson in 1981 is the first known court case in the United States to use the devil made me do it defense. That's just a cover-up. That's a scapegoat. So as such, that was the where was I? Oh, as such, that was the moniker given to the case by the media during a time when America's satanic panic epidemic was first gaining traction following supposed ritual abuse. So even though this had nothing to do with cults, the devil was in the headlines and people were scared. Obviously, the Warrens had to make everything very, very scary. And I am finding out more with Andrea Perrin, watching her, listening to her videos. The Warrens were never called to her house. So I don't know, this is very strange. But, alright, so the story involves the murder of landlord Alan Bono at the hands of Arnie Cheyenne Johnson. So while later the fiancés watched in horror. So Johnson claimed that he was possessed when he murdered his landlord. But this wasn't the first time he involved parties and encountered demonic activity. So, of course. And it's funny that Lorraine would say, you know, warn against tarot and all that stuff. I still think that's ridiculous. Warn against trying to communicate with spirits, but it's okay for her to do it. Yeah. Alright, so, prior to the murder, the 11-year-old brother of Johnson's fiancée, Debbie Glatzel, played host to demons. So when the Warrens were called in to dispel the demons from the child's body, Johnson apparently invited them into his, and they obliged. So the defense didn't stand up in court. Obviously, it's not going to. It's not going to. You can't get away with that these days. So, and Johnson was convicted on the charge of manslaughter, serving a 4-year sentence. That's it. A full account of the experience can be read in Gerald Brittle's book, The Devil in Connecticut. So yeah, I don't know. I do not know. And it's just the werewolf in London too is just, I mean, it's very odd. I mean, that case too. I can't find the case with the Conjuring mirror though, so that's what I kind of wanted to go over today, but I cannot find that for the life of me. But the demonic werewolf in London, finally something to break the monotony of ghosts and their furniture throwing hissy fits. That's what the Warrens would. Yes. It's, I don't know. They're just, I don't know. This time we have a werewolf, or at least a hybrid of a demon and werewolf. This account is based on the story of Bill Ramsey, a real werewolf in London. I don't know. Oh, well, we actually have pictures of, looks like what, a Catholic priest? Trying to, yeah, Father McKenna, trying to, exorcise this man. Alright, so Ramsey first demonstrated demonically possessed lycanthrope behavior at the age of 9. Apparently he displayed superhuman strength, even managing to rip out a post from its concrete dwellings. He would try to bite at his family and relatives before having seizures. So in 1983, now a grown man, he admitted himself to an institution after the cravings for blood returned. But when in the hospital, he attacked a nurse and barked like a dog. That's just insanity. That is seriously just insanity. So in 1987, while displaying a wolfish demeanor, he attacked a police officer with superhuman force. It took 6 more officers altogether to restrain the beast. So the fiasco led to mass news coverage, and the Warrens were on point to wrestle the raging mongrel from his wicked soul. After being flown to Connecticut, the wolf demon was exorcised successfully, and Ramsey has been a good dog ever since. See, that's just more exploiting people's stories. That's what they did. That's what they did the best. So yeah, here we have Ramsey howls in pain as Father McKenna makes contact with the demon within. I don't know, you get a few little photos. Nothing great. Nothing great at all. Yeah, maybe we can't find anything on the Conjuring mirror. Can't find anything. Not a thing on that Conjuring mirror, and that's what I wanted. So we've already, literally, we have went over every single, Annabelle, almost all of their cases. So, alright, now they're at the grave of Bathsheba, which is very odd. I don't know why they would go to the grave of Bathsheba. Let's see if I can actually pull up anything to do with the Conjuring mirror. Yep, can't find anything. You can literally not find anything. Oh, their terrifying mirror, maybe. And if you guys actually YouTube all this, inside the Warrens Occult Museum, terrifying basement full of satanic objects, Annabelle, the doll that inspired The Conjuring. So, but there is nothing on the actual. Okay, so we have some pretty interesting pictures, but I don't understand why some of these items are on here. It's just very odd. We have tarot cards, we have a candle, we have a Ouija board, and the way these people do all this, and then of course they have their books behind them, and they have tons of tarot cards, and I just think it's, it's ridiculous. So if you guys can see that. Yeah, you can't see that, so I don't know. There's no Conjuring mirror. Oh, but it's funny that there's a picture of Ed and Lorraine right there by the Ouija board. So. Oh, and we have, let's see, Witchcraft. We have all these magazines. It's just pretty much. They have all of these. It's like an altar. It's like literally an altar room. They have the Ouija there. I don't know if you guys can see the Ouija propped up right here. But they have gone to extremes to make this look amazing. And then they have the Lesser Key of Solomon. So obviously that book is totally cursed, because it's in there. So it's just really, really, really odd. So alright, we have the Annabelle doll. Okay, we have the wedding dress. We have nothing on the mirror. We have nothing on that mirror. Oh, of course, there's a picture of, or a statue of Pan, because obviously Pan is very evil. Oh, there's the Conjuring mirror. Oh, and it's funny, their books are in there. Their books are in there. So there's the Conjuring mirror. So supposedly the story behind the Conjuring mirror is that it belonged to some guy that was obsessed with trying to contact his father from the other side. So he would dim out all the lights, according to what Ed said, Ed Warren, in his case file. You guys can find that on YouTube too. Is that the guy actually would just, for hours and hours and hours stare into that mirror and try to, communicate with his father. And then with no success, he started to see like monstrous images, which I doubt because, So, and then they described, the Warrens obviously described the Conjuring mirror being, evil. And it's funny how if you watch through the movies, and if you see Lorraine always using, well, not Lorraine, the real Lorraine, but Vera Farmiga, if you actually see her, she's always using the mirror. Like in Annabelle Comes Home, with Rory in Conjuring, she's always using a mirror to look. So, it just doesn't make sense. These people don't make any sense. I mean, they have a ton of Ouija boards, as there are. So people can visit the museum, though it is currently closed due to zoning issues. And then Tony Aspera actually said that it would be moved, the actual museum, so I don't know where that would go. Through special events called Warrantology. That sounds like Scientology. Warrantology. Yeah, they have they have a ton of stuff in there. So I can't find anything. That's the story, and then I guess, the man checked himself into a mental institution after doing that. So I don't know. I don't believe it. I think it's just ridiculous. No. There's really honestly nothing there. All it is just a bunch of stuff. It looks like a bunch of junk now, and it's just everywhere in that museum, and what are they going to do with it all? I have no clue. But yes, just kind of picking up in bits and pieces of everybody's experiences, and it just, my doubts are bigger. I don't know how much credibility that they should have now. But it's pretty crazy. So yeah, that's it. That's pretty much it for today. The Ouija board, I'm so incredibly excited for that. I cannot wait. I seriously want to visit that one day. I wonder if they're gonna Ouija. I really do. If they're gonna use it. I mean, I would love to. That would be amazing. But if you guys do get a chance to check out the Talking Board Historical Society, Rick Schreck, amazing. Karen Dahlman, amazing. But yeah, just make sure you check that out and check out the Ouija. It is the largest, so it's Ripley's Believe It or Not now. Congratulations, Rick, and to the Talking Board Historical Society for such an accomplishment, because I mean, that's huge. A 9,000 pound Ouija board. I like it. I love it. So, alright guys, everybody have a great Sunday with Satan. Enjoy, and everybody be safe. I love you all on my heart. All the way from Venus, all the way back down. And I will see you all tomorrow. So yes, make sure you check that Ouija board out. You guys will love it. So, alright guys, I love you all, and thank you for watching.